there! Since you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you're wondering if you should start a podcast. Well, I'm Jenny Wattier, podcasting expert with Momentum Virtual, and the short answer is yes. Let's talk about 6 reasons why you should consider starting a podcast. First, podcasting is not as hard or expensive as it's made out to be. In fact, it's really easy to start a podcast. All you need is a decent microphone, which your computer or phone probably already has, and a little bit of thought and planning around what you want to get out of your podcast to make sure that it's set up for success. Podcasts are also easy for your audience to consume. A lot of people listen to podcasts while they're driving, working out, doing household chores, etc. And as we know, the easier content is to consume, the more people will consume it. The more time they spend listening, the more they grow to love you and your brand. Podcasting gives you tons of content that you can share and repurpose. Even if you're doing shorter episodes, say around one 15-minute episode a week, that gives you 15 minutes of content that you can pull clips out of. Even better if you're doing a video podcast, because those make for far more shareable content, such as video snippets you can use for stories or reels, which are incredibly popular right now. Podcasting attracts a whole different audience than other types of marketing. It's estimated that over 112 million people listen to podcasts at least once a month, and these listeners tend to be far more engaged with the content. They will oftentimes listen to all of it as opposed to dropping off partway through. They're also more likely to share the episodes or talk about your podcast with their friends and family. These people are great not only for your podcast, but for your business as a whole, as they will start to engage with your other content and be more likely to check out any offers you decide to share on your podcast. The reason that podcast listeners are more engaged with the content is because podcasting builds deep connections. This goes for your audience, but also for your guests. Podcasting builds deeper connections with your audience than almost any other form of content because of how long the episodes are. Your listeners will feel like they really get to know you in your episodes, which makes them more invested in you and your brand. And podcasting also gives you the opportunity to meet other content creators who are in the same field or have the same target market as you do. Connecting with these people can help you understand your audience better, can lead to you building some genuine friendships, and can open up business opportunities and referrals down the line. A huge advantage of owning a podcast is that people will immediately think of you as being the expert. No joke, people still think that in order to have a successful podcast, you have to have all this knowledge and know so many people, and it's just not true. But that does work to your advantage. Even when your podcast is small, your listeners and your peers will be more interested in hearing what you have to say just because you own one. Owning a podcast is a great way to bring in some extra money. Now, this will take some time as your podcast has to be a decent size before you can monetize it. But once it grows a bit, there are so many ways you can make money. You can get sponsors, do some affiliate marketing, or even sell your own products and services directly. Once your podcast grows big enough, you can even charge guests to appear on your podcast. Plus, podcast listeners are used to being sold to, so no one's gonna get huffy about you having an ad break in the middle of your episodes. And this is kind of a bonus one, as it's not like a tangible benefit, but running a podcast is just plain fun. Getting to interact with your audience and your guests, knowing that you're actually benefiting your listeners with the information you're giving or entertainment you're providing. Seeing this thing that you've created out of a passion for this topic grow and grow as like-minded people tune in week after week. Honestly, it's worth it just for that. So those are the 6-ish benefits of owning a podcast. Did I miss something, or are you still not convinced? Let me know in the comments below. And remember to subscribe and hit that like button so I know to make more content just like this. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you keep your momentum going.